Hi, welcome to episode 2 of Life is Strange True Colours. Thanks for joining me. I hope everything is amazing for you today. I have some notes from episode 1, surprise, surprise, and I've organised them to try and make sense of them as I like to. So we've met Chen, who is this girl who has a power or ability that is very unusual and quite dangerous, as it turns out. She has the ability to see people's emotions as a coloured aura around their body, and the colour of the aura seems to change depending on what the emotion is. She can't control her sensitivity and response to witnessing people's emotions. It's just something that's physically part of her. It happens whenever she sees these strong emotions. The first strong emotion she saw was Gabe's. Gabe was very sad and regretful that he was seeing his sister now for the first time in 8 years, and he was thinking perhaps of the time that they could have spent together and hadn't, and that time was lost. And she saw this as a sort of blue aura around Gabe's body. I don't think she could actually read his thoughts, but I think her intense ability to sense these emotions in real detail is almost like she can read minds. She definitely knew exactly what it was that Gabe was feeling, and her response kind of helped to diffuse that feeling of sadness in him, the sort of, we'll make up for lost time reply. Also, we've learned that violence or anger in particular seem to completely overwhelm her. She doesn't just witness the emotion, she melds with it. It becomes part of her. It becomes magnified and amplified within her until she is almost more emotive than the person who's actually being watched. Once she loses it, she's completely lost it. She is somewhere else in her head. She struggled just seeing Steph come out of the radio station on the phone having a heated argument with somebody. Alex's hands on the counter in the record store started to, scrape along the surface of the counter, and her fists started to ball up. And Ryan, the park ranger, to his great credit, saw that this was occurring and kind of intervened and suggested to Steph that, why don't you take this outside to have your conversation? I'll look after the radio station. And that helped to diffuse the situation, and Alex was able to calm down and continue. However, she completely lost control where Mac entered Gabe's room, as was Gabe's room, to remonstrate with him about his behaviour towards his girlfriend Riley, and got very angry and physical with Gabe, and that was it. It took over Alex's body to such an extent that she uncontrollably launched herself at Mac, had him on the floor, beating him in the face, and had to be dragged off by her brother, and then took a swipe at him too. And it was, only subsequently after that she calmed a little and regained control and really wondered, what's happened, and then realised what had happened, and, the instant regret. It seems totally out of keeping with the rest of her character. She is this semi-nerdy, somewhat nervous, wanting to fit in, feeling her way person in an unfamiliar situation. This violent behaviour, though, this ability to not be able to contain herself when she experiences these emotions, is this why she ended up in the Helping Hands home? This is what I'm wondering from episode 1. Is it because, and we know it's a foster home, she said that the foster system had kicked her around, so I'm guessing the feeling that they tried to place her out in society, in a family, she would have had one of these episodes, she'll have come back to the home. They'll have tried again in a different family when she was younger, she'll have come back again to the home. This might have happened several times, but I get the feeling that after a few of these, they gave up. And Alex lived out many of her years of that 8-year period in Helping Hands home. It might be that the staff there tried to help her. I think they did. It also, I suspect, is that she didn't tell them openly and fully how she was experiencing the emotions that were making her so angry and making her have these outbursts. I don't think she would have told them, I see coloured auras around people's bodies, because, that would not perhaps have gone down well. And this is a girl who wants to be seen as normal, remember. So she's probably hidden it from them, the extent to which she actually physically sees emotions. They've obviously experienced her issues because, Dr. Lynn sort of alluded to this. And also Dr. Lynn was incredibly cautious when she heard that Alex's future plans involved her working in a customer-facing role in the bar. And she knows that people are an issue, and Alex being around and dealing with people is risky. And I think she means to them as well as to Alex. Nevertheless, she wants to be normal. This is the approach she's taken. And Gabe wants her to have a fresh start. And the rooms above the Black Lantern seem idyllic. They seem to be the perfect location for this. It's all set up. She's going to want for nothing. She's got this, steady, relaxed environment. But maybe Alex knows she isn't normal. She wants to appear normal so that she can fit in with society. She wants to hide her talent, ability, power, curse, whatever you want to call it. But she perhaps knows that she can't. She's scared that she won't be able to conceal it. She knows she can't control it, but maybe she could hide it. Perhaps that's what she was hoping. But she's been there maybe an hour, and already there's been this problem. She's beaten up Mac. She's struck Gabe. I wondered, after episode 1, Gabe seems to know very little about the adult Alex. The Alex he remembers is this young girl who he used to, little sister, used to follow him into record stores and looked up to him and sort of idol worshipped him a little bit. We get the feeling she thought he was really cool. But is Gabe totally unaware of Alex's problem? Does he know that, she's had these situations where she's been unable to control her emotions, her outbursts? Perhaps he knows a little bit about that. Maybe he doesn't. It's hard to tell, actually, from his reaction when she struck him and he went into the loo and then he came out again and went downstairs quickly to take on his shift. He's had this really good relationship with her when she was younger. She looked up to him. He probably feels this sense of responsibility to her now more than he ever did back then. It's up to him to help her make this new start, this fresh start. And he's sort of said to her, I want you to have this opportunity. So he knows something. How much, I'm not quite sure of. It seems odd. Gabe seems genuinely happy to be around Alex again, and vice versa. But I'm guessing that for some reason, in those 8 years, he's not had any communication with Alex. Maybe the home wouldn't allow it. Maybe it was part of the rules. It doesn't seem like she's had any social media. They've not seen a photograph of each other. They didn't even know what each other looked like. They were talking about how much they'd changed. She was saying how Gabe had grown up, like he's this man now, but he looks still like he did when he was 15, I think, or just something like that. Why is that? Assuming she has had to stay at the home for quite a lot of the 8 years that we've talked about, maybe that was part of the rules. But for her not to have any external contact with her brother, who seems to be the only family member she is in contact with now, until she's perhaps reached the age where she was able to leave the home, or had to leave because maybe she's just reached the point where people of that age don't stay in the home anymore and they have to move out into society. It's all very mysterious. I'm not sure we know the whole story there, and I'm hoping we get to find out bits of it, more bits of it as we go on. We have, talking about relationships, we've already got some dynamics going in the story. For instance, we know that Gabe is nuts about Charlotte, and he's this sort of surrogate dad to Ethan. We've met Ethan. Alex has met Ethan. Ethan trusts Alex. They have this mutual love of comics. Alex has already chosen to tell on Ethan to Gabe about this plan he had to go off and explore the tunnels and the mine up in the mountains without his mother's knowledge. And now Gabe has told Charlotte. He may not have said, my sister found this out, but he's certainly, blown Ethan's plans, and Ethan will be grounded. His mother will know what to expect. We have Gabe also being friends with Riley, who works in the flower shop, and we know that Mac is suspicious of Riley's contact with Gabe, or Gabe's intentions towards Riley, and accuses them of meeting behind his back and having this underhand relationship, secret relationship. We've met Jed, Gabe's boss, who likes Alex already. They've got this sort of jokey relationship that we've seen in text between Jed and Gabe. We know that Mac is volatile towards Gabe. We know that Jed is aware that Mac is this character who's got this bee in his bonnet about Gabe, and it's not the first time this thing has surfaced. Even Jed knows about it. So, a few people in the town probably know that Mac is this character who's got his suspicions and maybe a little bit neurotic in that regard. Intriguingly, we haven't been allowed yet to meet Charlotte. She's the one main character who we haven't met, and it's odd because we'd like to meet her. It's clear that Gabe would move heaven and earth for her, and as a player you can't wait to find out who this woman is who's got Gabe tied in knots and getting her flowers every 2 minutes because silly things that he's done. And Alex hasn't been allowed to meet her either, and Alex is the one who's dying to meet Charlotte, this woman who's got this spell over her brother. There are some really lovely locations that have already been drawn in that main street. I love the way the locations, the different shops, are used to further our understanding of the characters' relationships, even to introduce them to us in the first place and drive the narrative forward. So the flower shop owned by Eleanor, where Eleanor the Hugger, we should call her, where Gabe spends too much time with Riley, which has kicked off this thing with Mac. The fabulous record store. I would be in there every second day if finances permitted it and I lived in Haven Springs, where Alex first encounters Ryan the park ranger and strikes up this jokey relationship with him, which maybe could go somewhere, we don't know. Perhaps there's a bit of an age difference there. Also where we find out that he is a buddy of Gabe's and knows quite a bit about Gabe, and also knows about Charlotte buying Gabe a record player and so on. It houses the radio station where we first meet Steph. We've got the pharmacy where Charlotte works, where Alex yet has to tread, not been allowed to enter. We have this business of Steph organising the LARP, which Gabe is getting Nathan all G'd up for because, it's the sort of thing he's looking forward to doing. We even overhear these two guys talking with the ladders, ostensibly about ladder safety. But the purpose of that conversation is to make Alex feel, do you know what? This is a safe place. This is a place where nice people have jokey little conversations about, their relatives and ladders and stuff, and no one's in a tearing rush. It'll all get done. Everything's in place. There's no jarring elements. It's a beautiful place to be. It helps Alex to relax, and it helps the player to relax just before we have this confrontation, this climactic battle where she finds herself literally at Mac's throat. It's just such a contrast to the Alex that we've met up to that point. Basically, it takes a lot of skill, I think, by the designers doing this, because we walked from one end of the main street to the other, and by the time we'd progressed that distance, we'd found out all these things. We'd read loads of posters, we'd picked up items, we'd looked at lots of things in shops and in the street and whatever, and all of it has helped to deepen our feeling. We've picked up, there's on the main characters, we know there's going to be a spring festival. We know there's a mining company who are, one of the major employers of this little town. And it's beautifully geographically locked down by the mountains. We didn't see the population. There was no sign when we were coming into Haven Springs. But I was thinking about this later. Had we seen one of these, signs that you often see at the starts of dramas and whatever, I'm guessing it would have said something like, welcome to Haven Springs, population 115. It's a very small place where everybody knows everybody, and, secrets are not as secret as people would like them to be, and people have suspicions about other people because you're living cheek to jowl with them, and your businesses are intertwined, and your social lives are intertwined, and everybody runs into everybody else every second minute of the day. It's so clever that we've got all this feeling, because this should help us, I think, to make good choices for Alex when she's presented with these branching decision tree points. We can use our knowledge of not just the characters but the environment to help us formulate this plan for Alex going forwards. My plan at the moment for Alex going forwards is honesty. I've already said this. When she was questioned by Riley about how she would respond to that puzzle she was doing for her college entrance thing, I chose to let Alex be honest. When she had the dilemma, Ethan's told me he's going off to look into the tunnels in the mine, and should I do something, should I not do something? She chose to be honest. So that's the approach I've taken. I love the phone messages, by the way. I was thinking about this too. This is a very clever way of building our knowledge about who knows who, what's going on, what their attitudes are like, for instance, to the mining company, and its attempts to ingratiate itself with the community of Haven Springs by, donating the police bikes and their reactions to it. And it makes you suspicious of, well, why haven't we seen any mine employees yet wandering around with their hats on in Haven Springs, spending their money in the coffee shops and bars and, buying flowers for their wives? Is this relationship between the mining company and the community superficial? Is it amicable? Is there something hidden that we're going to find out behind it? We already know they're doing blasting in the hills, and that the people of the town can hear and feel this when it happens, so maybe that's something. I'm looking at my clock. I don't want this to be too long. Big questions going forward. There are two big questions in my mind going forward. One, how is Gabe going to react to what he's just witnessed his sister do? This uncontrollable outburst. Is he now wondering what he's let himself in for by taking it upon himself to be the person mainly responsible for her coming back into the wider world and establishing herself? Maybe he doesn't know his sister that well after all. Perhaps this has occurred to him. Maybe the girl who got off the bus in Haven Springs earlier this day is not the same girl that he knew 8 years before, the little sister who followed him around. Perhaps things were bad then, we don't know, but certainly maybe he now be thinking that things are even worse than when he knew her before. And the other side is, the second question is, what's Alex going to do? She's got a bridge to mend with her brother. It may have come as a shock to him. It may have been a complete revelation out of the blue when she behaved the way she did and beat up Mac and then took a swing at him. She must be feeling awful that she's only been in the town for barely, an hour, and she's already had an episode. This thing that she couldn't control, that she was hoping to keep hidden. She just wanted to be normal. That's all she wanted. She just wanted a chance to live, to integrate herself, to feel peaceful and calm and safe and secure and like she belonged somewhere. And now she's probably thinking the word's going to get out, certainly via Mac, who's going to be wandering around with a beaten up face and people asking him, how did that happen? He's going to tell them. He's already told Gabe and pointed at Alex and said, your sister is a psycho. And that's exactly what he's going to be putting out there to anybody who asks. And that's the last thing. It's the last impression that Alex could have been hoping for. It's her nightmare come true already. She's failed. Where does she go from here? There's only one way we're going to find out, and that's to press on. So let's do it. Let's get stuck into Life is Strange, True Colours, Episode 2. Okay, then here we go. Oh, Alex, what have you done? She's got to be feeling so low. Beautiful water effect, whoever designed that. This is not the first time. It's not the first time, is it, Alex? She's not okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Oh, that wasn't your blood then. That would be a bit of Mac. Oh, goodness. Well, Gabe's downstairs on his shift.
Might as well unpack.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, there are things to see. Of course there are.
Gabe always wanted a bike like this.
And now he's got one. Does that my phone actually get? Oh, it's just messages coming in on the phone. I'm going to look at the phone in a minute. I'll do that before we unpack. He's got a sword.
Is that a sword?
Of course it is. Ah, I wonder if this is part of his LARP stuff. He has a turntable.
Didn't get to finish the song.
No, it's sad, isn't it? Well, there's time for thinking about that later. There's a conversation to be had, isn't there? Oh, he's a gamer. We can not look at it though. We just got to notice it. So we can look at it. We have to look down.
Ethan's. Wonder how many times Gabe's been forced to play.
Dino Racer 2. Oh, what a great game. Who does not want to play that? I'd like to play that. Never mind Ethan. And we've got photo. Who's in the photo?
Wait, what? Is that a real live dead deer?
Yes, I'm guessing it is. Given the environment in which we find ourselves, I would think hunting is a prevalent activity amongst the populace. Or just to cut that short, yeah.
Gabe brushing up on comics and art? Really going the extra mile for Ethan and Charlotte.
He is. He is, you see. I said this. He'd move heaven and earth. Let's get this feeling Gabe's a good guy. His heart's in the right place. Probably his liver and kidneys too at the moment.
Whoa. Looks like Ryan turned my brother into a model citizen. At least I held it together in front of him and Steph.
Yes. The big worry is Mac, isn't it? You've got a feel for the girl, haven't you?
Straight from your local record store. Because how fucking cool is that?
It is. I mean, Steph's got the ideal job. She gets to work in a record store and run a radio station. Swaps, Steph. There's so much to look at.
I'm really happy for you, Gabe.
Ah! The mysterious Charlotte, I presume. Right. Remember that face? I'm awful with faces, I've said this before.
Holy shit. It looks like Gabe actually read this.
Will you look at that? Chapter 4 is the most important. Let's discuss it over wine. I love you, Charlotte. He's throwing himself into this parenting lark. She sounds surprised. It's like, the brother that she knew was a little more flippant, perhaps didn't take things so seriously. And now he is.
So Gabe and Riley have been working on her interview, and Mac thought they were sleeping together? This is fucking stupid.
That's what it was. He was helping her with her application for the Colorado Institute of Technology. Of course he was. Your application has been reviewed. We're pleased to inform you you've been selected to move forward to interview stage. Someone from admissions will be in touch the next several days to schedule your interview. Gabe, it's happening. Please help me prep Riley. This is what she's doing. She's practicing her answers to interview questions. It all makes sense. This is why you should always pick things up. Oh, hold L2 when the aura icon displays to see emotions attached to the object. I shall. Okay. What is... I thought red was anger. Perhaps anger is passion of some sort. That was very interesting. I shall use that mechanic again. Ooh.
Alex, do I want to know?
Yes, you do. Give me a decision. Give me a decision. Choice, please, game. No, I don't get a choice. She's going to read it anyway.
Kind of gave Gabe the runaround, huh?
He did know. Oregon Department of Human Services Child Welfare Offices, Multnomah County, Loretta Vance, Program Manager, Child Placement and Welfare, unable to release location. Try Program Director Amy at Alex placed in group home at Portland area, Sunnyside Valley Home, Everett Street Child Services, Helping Hands Group Home. She's moved around.
Anita and Eduardo. They were one of the good ones.
Okay. Looking for my sister. Hello, Gabe. Eduardo and I are very happy to hear from you. We are glad to see you are doing so well after all these years. Colorado is very far away. Sadly, it was difficult to keep talking with Alex after she was taken into the system, and we don't know where she lives now. Here's the phone number for the agency. Maybe they can help. Oregon Child Protective Services. No. Line only available third Wednesday of the month. Try Human Services Child Welfare. We wish you luck in finding her. Best, the Moraleses. So, is this one of the foster families she was placed with?
Wow. Gabe's been looking for me for a while.
Wow. He has. He's made lots of entries from phone calls that he's made chasing down Alex Chen. How interesting. I've got newfound respect for Gabe. You thought you'd been left on your own and he was looking for you all this time. That is interesting. And I bet Charlotte knew this too. Interact with the dresser to customize Alex's outfit. Please, can I look at the photograph first?
No way. Gabe has this photo too? Look at our parents. Mom's healthy. Dad's only kind of an asshole.
Oh, right. So we assume from that Mum died, that her health worsened and she passed away, and Dad is only kind of an a-hole, so Dad became very much of one and probably left the two children. That may be an assumption on my part. I don't know. Get dressed. Is there something wrong with what she's wearing? What happens? I'm not sure about the... Oh, okay. I get it. It's complete outfits on a theme. Oh, man. All right. Should we go with that one? The look of the bear, I'm assuming that's what it is, might ingratiate her with Ryan when he sees her wearing that. He might think she's become cool already. I just want to continue looking around down here in case there are things we have not seen. Oh yeah, Oh yeah.
I know it kicked the drywall crack when I see one.
So let's look at the emotion associated with that. That's red as well. That would have been anger. So he kicked the drywall and made that crack in it. It is anger. Right, okay. Greetings from Mexico. I can see it says that.
Looks
What's
like
on the
we've
back?
both had people trying to help us.
Yeah.
I'm glad it made a difference for Gabe.
I want to read this. Gabe Chen, 11 Main Street, Floor 2, Haven Springs, Colorado, 81623 USA. Gabe. This is from Len, whoever Len is. Got your letter yesterday. I'm doing just fine. If you ever need a reset, come down this way because holy smokes, the food is great and the drinks are even better. I'll never get tired of hearing how great things are going for you. Some days I think about our first meeting at the detention centre. Sure, you told me to 3 times, but I'd never seen anyone listen so intently to every word I said. I knew right then that you'd outplay the hand you were dealt. Point is, you were the best kid I ever mentored. Don't forget it. Let me know how it goes with Alex. Hope you can find her. Love, Len. So Gabe's had some issues too. Hoo-hoo. Game, you're filling my head with all this stuff.
Man. Gabe used to crush me. Jerk.
Right, well, he probably still would then. I doubt he's lost any of his ability.
Gabe looks like he fits right in.
Let's see what it is. What is it? Let's read this thing. Haven Springs Coast Sesquicentennial Celebration. Okay, to 2017, 150 years, blah, blah, blah. All events free and open to the public. Town Hall. Silent auction, 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Antique fire engine demo, 9 a.m. Mining lecture, of course, 10:30 a.m. till 11:30. Black Lantern Bar. Brunch buffet, 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Count me in. Ice cream social, 3:30 p.m. till 5. Well, let me lie down a bit after the brunch buffet and I'll be there. Live music, 6 p.m. till 11 p.m. If I keep my eyes open at 11 p.m. Heritage Park, family games and crafts, 10 a.m. till 12 noon. To my fantastic wait staff, you've done Haven proud with your hard work and positive attitude. We made it. Jed. What a nice person Jed is. There's a man whose heart is in the right place, I think. Oh.
Okay. How did he get this up here?
Well, I'm guessing they didn't want it downstairs in the bar anymore. We can play the game. You're having a laugh. Oh my god. We can play the game. This is insane. Alright, so we're on the 4-way stick. Ladders. Ghosts and pitfalls avoid. Power ups our batteries and collect all the gold in the mine. Of course, it's a mining game. Dong. What else would it be? Please tell me we can actually play. How to? Yeah, I've done the how to. Oh, here's my miner. I'm away. Oh yeah. It's not happening, Ghosty. All these ghosts are a bit quick. Yes, you may be detecting a misspent youth. I'm not very good at these games. I can tell you now I am not very good. I was not expecting there to be a physical dexterity aspect to this game. Oh my gosh, the ghost's catching me. Get down there. Whoa, what just happened to him? He's got a torch. Oh, we nailed it. Oh, I can't carry on. Can I? Look, if anybody wants to miss this out, just do so. I'm just living my past here. Can you blame me? Hop, little dude. Hop. Oh, watch out. These levels are going to get harder, aren't they? That ghost's going to be a problem. These ghosts are going to be problems. You're trapped. Oh, no more. Yeah, that's plenty, thank you. I will quit the arcade. That's a gem. I'm tempted to put the controller down and clap the game designers. Now, there are some stairs here. Oh, we can't go up them. Okay, so we've been everywhere. We've looked at everything. We've got changed, which your brother's going to congratulate you about when he sees you. Let's open your bag and unpack. Oh, Alex. Sorry, I was just keeping an eye on the time. I get so absorbed I have to look at the clock to check the time because I just get lost in it.
Shushu's gonna look so grungy on this nice bed.
Mm-hmm.
She's gotten me through some hard times, but I was hoping we were done with that.
It looks like you rewarded Shushu by chewing off her left ear. Okay, let's unpack some more. Oh, of course, the comic that Ethan gave you.
Ethan's really talented.
Yeah, for a kid of his age, look at that. The tunnel to the monster stronghold of Demonheim collapsed. Dun dun dun. Isn't it weird that a kid who's living in a mining town with tunnels and mines writes a comic about a tunnel that's collapsed? Oh. Thanor, I'll have to find the way in. Uniform. Thanor, the uniform of the city guard, long dead from the looks of it. Thanor blood. It's a. We can't magnify this, I don't think, unfortunately, which would be good. The trail seems to end here, unless. Hollow. Climbing up. Aha! He must have crawled through here. He needs to colour these comics in, doesn't he? But his mum said she got them printed in that text that she sent, so probably it was just printed in black and white anyway. Just line drawings. The corpse of a cloud serpent, it must have crashed through the ceiling. Perhaps if I can reach higher ground, I can find the secret entrance. And he climbs up. Your flying days are over, cloud serpent. But you may still be of use to me. And he jumps off the edge and he goes down through the hole and runs across the bridge made of what looks like dinosaur skeletons that glow beyond the peak. That must be the stronghold's back gate. Ooh. Ethan's got talent. That's pretty good, isn't it? We like that. We like it. We're still unpacking. Unpack the letters. Now this will be interesting and may answer a question that I asked. Who's she been in touch with? Look at the reflection on her glasses. Can we read them, please? Yes. Yes, we can. I want to look at the letters.
I never heard back from Sydney. I hope she's okay.
These other people who were in the home with her. Hey Alex, what's up? You still at Helping Hands? Just so you know, I'm going to delete my accounts and lay low for a while. I hooked up with this a couple of times for a place to stay, and now he's harassing me. Also, I'm leaving Burnside. The supervisor's a racist and keeps accusing me of dealing. I'll hit you up if I find a new situation. Honestly, I'm running out of options, but you know me. I'll get creative. Anyway, hope you're good. Is Lauren still there? Remember when you... Up a lot? Miss your dumbass. XO Sydney. That's the first one.
At least she cared. More than I can say for most.
Mm-hmm. Dear Alex, I wouldn't blame you if you threw this letter out before even opening it. If you're reading this, thank you for giving me a chance to apologise. I wasn't ready. I wasn't cut out for being a foster parent. The stress, the arguments, the shouting, it was too much for me, especially at my age. I should have known better. I'm sorry if I made things worse for you. Good luck out there. Sincerely, Ms. August. So that was one foster placement that went wrong. The stress, the arguments, the shouting.
I really wish those meds had worked.
Oh, prescription. Abigail Lynn MD, patient name Alex Chen, alprazolam ER 6 milligrams. They were supposed to control her susceptibility to being overwhelmed by the emotions that she sensed.
The rare bright spot from my time in the group home.
Okay, Chelsea, let's see what you had to write. Dear Alex, happy birthday! Here's hoping you're having an absolutely fabulous day and that you don't have to deal with a single shitty thing from sunup to sundown. Smile. Real talk though, I wanted to thank you for all the things you've done for me since we met. I felt safe and happy and even loved when you were around. Pretty unusual for people like us, right? Anyway, thank you for being you, for being my friend, for the way you beat Harley's ass, for letting me wear all your clothes even when I don't ask. I don't want to sound like a loser, but you're basically the only good thing in here. Love, Chelsea. She had friends. I'm not sure she's still got communication with them, but she had friends. Are we still unpacking this bag? Let's do it. Unpack photo. Ooh, hang on, that's a bit... That was weird. I had to face away from the bag before it would help me press X to unpack it. Who is this for? Oh, she's cropped off Mum and Dad.
Crazy how much we've changed.
Look. Oh, that's sad. That is sad. What you going to do with it? Interesting. I wonder if she stood it there deliberately to obscure her father. Interesting. Oh, this is a big bag. We've got a journal. We have a journal. Oh.
My journal. Time to add my latest meltdown.
We're going to need to read this. We're going to need to read this. This is inside Alex Chen's head. Okay. Let's go back to the start. Tessa stroke anger. Bitter and jealous and a little queasy. That's what the anger tasted like. Didn't even have time to step back. Seconds later, I was rushing across the room. What a mess. I split her lip open, poor thing. I wonder how long it'll take to heal. It's hard to clean blood off your clothes. Makes you feel wrong. I don't really blame her for being upset. I think I get special treatment at the home. She thinks I get special treatment at home, but I don't. Doesn't matter now. She keeps to herself. Most of the other kids do, actually. So that'll be business as usual until a new group comes in and this starts all over again. The worst part? They confiscated my guitar. 2-week ban. At least I get it back. And then she wrote a little song. I promise, it's not what you say. No favours, no secrets, none coming my way. And after all this, you still had to pay. Isabel stroke anguish. I tried to write this so many times and they all ended up in the trash. Let's see how far I can get. I really liked Isabel. She was sweet and loved to paint and smuggled in a few beers for us on weekends, but her depression was brutal. It crept under my fingernails and made my eyelids feel like stone, and I had to focus just to keep breathing, like dipping your rib cage in lead. It was hard to get away from. Eventually it got too much. 2 bottles of sedatives, lying in vomit, her eyes open and glassy and afraid. I'm sorry, Isabel. I thought we could have stayed friends when we finally get out of this vanilla flavoured holding pen. I wish you could have stuck around for a little longer. If ever I see you again, I'll bring the beer. Wow. She really does feel the emotions. Mac, anger. Here we are. It all started with a knock. I think I felt something off before Gabe even opened the door, like something was slipping under the frame, something red, something raw. Then there's Mac, and that familiar feeling of dread that always comes when I know I'm losing control, and no matter how hard I fight it, it just keeps coming until my blood is a running boil. Then the part where my whole body has already made the choice to hurt someone, and it's going to happen, and no one can make me stop. Mac's anger felt hot and dizzy and also a little bit afraid. Really, it was all about Riley. Relief. The thought of her with someone else, the thought of her with anyone else. It was under his skin, burning. That feeling like the hot cords grinding around behind your ribs. It's one of the most exhausting feelings in the world. It's such a relief when it's over. when your ears stop ringing and your heart slows down from hummingbird to lazy jackhammer. It's such a relief. Too bad it cost Gabe a punch in the mouth. How do you apologise for something like that? And then she started writing a song. These threads that bind us up, they burn and weave. Inside my ribs they hurt until you leave. Interesting. Her journal is a place where she tries to rationalise things. It's the place where she tries to grow from her previous experiences.
I'll finish this later.
I wonder about that. Oh, what's she just found? A guitar. Hey, hey. Oh, hang on. You weren't meant to find that yet.
No fucking way.
I think so. Here's a little something to say. Welcome, Herb. Can't wait to hear you shred. Gabe. Hey. That's pretty cool. That's neat, isn't it? I mean, your big brother wants you around. That's good. That journal, though, it makes me wonder, how many times has she read that? What's to be learned from reading it for the 100th time that you haven't learned already? Now, I have the music turned off in the game, so I'm not sure what we're going to hear at this point.
Well, Alex, you just went nuts and beat the shit out of somebody in front of your brother. So, how are you feeling right now?
Question. Okay, we're not allowed to hear it. I suspected this might be the case. While Alex is singing, I'm just going to point out, the business of turning off the music. I don't do this lightly. I noticed that there were numerous songs featured in this story which are copyright, and YouTube therefore generates copyright notices for them. And with the best will in the world, when you upload one of these things, if you're faced with then a bunch of copyright notifications, it just takes some of the sort of fun out of it. I don't want that to be happening. The channel is sort of a relaxed channel that's just about having fun and playing games. So where I can, obviously I do feature the music if it's allowed to be featured, but whenever YouTube says copyright notice on this, my approach is to mute it completely, or as in this case, simply turn it off so it's just not an issue. I realise there are playthroughs where people do have the music playing. That's their choice. I realise there are playthroughs where the music isn't playing at all, and I've read some of the comments that people have made in those playthroughs bemoaning the fact that the music is turned off in the game. But essentially it comes to a matter of choice and comfortableness, if that's a word. You've got to feel happy with what you choose to do when you're playing a game, and you're wanting people to be able to see it and join in and follow along, and that's what I chose to do. It's the simplest thing. Those of you who don't know, since Alex is still singing, I'll tell you this. YouTube, when it flags up a copyright thing, gives you choices as to how you can deal with it. You can cut out that particular piece from your video completely.
Damn surprises, Gabe.
You can mute it, or you can replace it with music from the YouTube special library, which is Creative Commons music, essentially, I think, for this purpose. But the straightforward thing to do is simply to turn off the music in the game. So that was my choice.
Being here
Thank you.
is too good to be true. I'm not going to let anything mess it up.
No, you shouldn't, Alex. But I don't know whether you're going to be able to stop yourself. Thank you to Alex for giving me the chance there to explain that to you in a bit more detail.
I should go downstairs and set things right with Gabe.
You should. Shall we do that? Let's go to the door. No, I'm not playing Minehunt again. Stop teasing me with that game. Let's go. It's amazing how much we discovered there, isn't it? This is what I was talking about, picking things up, looking at things, and the environmental clues. They're so well done in this game. I could
Just
not
forget it.
stop talking about this to my wife when I finished playing yesterday.
Got Mac patched up. Let's take a look at you now. Oh, looks pretty nasty right about here.
Ooh. This isn't going to make Alex feel good, is it? Let's be honest.
Hurts when you breathe?
Alex, you made it.
Charlotte, right?
Put some ice on it.
That's
I'm sorry
Charlotte.
to see that fight. What a terrible first impression.
Dad, I'm taking Gabe to the station. We need a first aid kit that doesn't predate the discovery of bacteria.
It's fine. I don't need to go.
Ryan knows what he's doing now. You just go with him.
What kind of first aid's he going to get for that?
Alex, I'll be back soon, okay?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
So...
There goes my bartender and my backup bartender.
I like Jed. Jed's a hoot. Oh, that was awkward. Maybe they just think she was feisty and defending her
I
brother.
love that. It's a falling star?
Yeah. Or rising. Depends on the day, I guess.
So, what's it doing today?
Oh, what do we say? Oh God, what do we say? If she says falling, it's going to make her sound like she feels she's done something wrong. If we say rising, it's going to make us feel a little bit sort of over-optimistic, given what's just happened. If we say I don't know, it makes her feel like she's lost. Let's be honest, I'm going to go I don't know. What does it mean today? She's not sure of the implications of what she's just done, so I think that's the honest answer to give, and I'm sticking with honesty.
Wow. I don't know. Today's been a roller coaster so far.
You see, that is
Can't
honest.
imagine.
Yes. Come on then, speak.
I heard Ethan gave you an issue of his comic. He obviously thinks you're really cool.
Oh, he's a great kid. Let's go then, he's a great kid.
I know literally nothing about kids, but he seems like one of the good ones.
I appreciate that. He's my favorite person.
Logical.
By the way, thanks for telling us about the mine. Ethan's not allowed up there anymore.
She's
Yeah,
appreciative.
no problem.
I knew she would be.
I hope you won't be mad at me.
You did the right thing.
Does
Beef
he?
pie special.
Does he
Watch
know?
the gravy.
Jed, you didn't have to.
Now, Ryan said you're skipping dinner. No starving artists on my watch.
I do have to get going. I'm making some pieces for the spring festival, and they have to be done tonight. Sorry I couldn't talk longer.
Oh, that's okay.
So glad you're here, Alex. I'm looking forward to getting to know you.
Yeah. Same.
Great. I mean, she might be your sister-in-law in due course.
Bye.
Who knows?
Thanks for supper.
Yep.
Jed's such a good guy. Let's bond with Jed. Come on, Alex. You can do it. Come on, girl. It's not. Oh, more games. Yeah. Oh. Talk to Jed.
So I'm short-staffed at the moment.
Yes.
Gabe tells me you've worked at a restaurant before. Couple years experience as a server?
Do you know you're going to have to go with Gabe's story, come clean. What do you do, Gabe? I'm going to come clean.
Gabe's full of shit. I've never worked in a restaurant before.
Never stops that one.
But I would love the work, if experience isn't an issue.
Want to give it a try? It's not too busy right now. And we keep it informal around here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You did the right thing again, Alex.
All right. So we have a few folks that need checking on. Ducky and Diane over there.
Hey, Ducky. Hey, Diane.
Steph over here.
We heard Ducky's name on the text.
There's a
didn't we?
table in the back that needs clearing
Oh,
also.
that's reminding me. I haven't checked the
You can
phone.
give the food orders to me, and I'll handle anyone here at the bar. All right?
Got it.
Got it.
Yeah, got it.
It's
I love
really
it when
nice
I can.
to have you here, Alex.
Oh, Jed, you're such a good guy. I love it when I can predict what people are
Guess I'm
saying.
a server now. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. And let's check on our phone for messages we've missed. Leith Flowers calling for volunteers to help with this year's Spring Festival. The sign-up sheet, is on the east side of Leith Flowers. Swing by to see what roles are still needed of a volunteer. Let's put together another great festival. Jed Lucan, the Black Lantern, will be providing beers as always. Aaron James, the only reason to go. Charlotte Harmon, the art is coming along. We know it is. Leith Flowers, I can't wait to display it. Leith Flowers, and special thanks to Diane at Typhon Mining, who's coordinated Typhon's sponsorship of this year's festival. Diane Jacobs, it was our pleasure. Let's make this year one to remember. Mike Loller.
I'm gonna choose to believe this isn't about me.
Oh. Enough with the transplants moving here. I don't care if it's good for the economy. I miss Haven the way it used to be. They're not talking about you, Alex. Mac Loudon, it'd be fine if any of them knew how to drive. Ben Daniels, especially in the snow. Mike Loller, or at night. Jed Lucan, say Mike, if I remember right, you yourself came out here from Jersey just a couple of years ago. Mike Loller, yeah, and look how downhill everything's gone since then. Steph Gingrich, owned equals self. Gabe Chen, free drinks tonight at the Black Lantern to celebrate my sister's arrival. Jed Lucan, what the hell is wrong with you, kid? There most certainly are not. Ryan Lucan, it's too late. It's already been posted on the internet. Have we seen this one already? Steph Gingrich getting lit for free. Jed Lucan, just try it. Riley Leith, I can confirm Alex is great. Riley Leith, can't confirmed. Yeah, and then we saw that one before. And then there's the Typhon one. Yeah, okay. So the new messages were just the two at the top. We've seen all the others. I don't want to read everything. Right, good.
My dad was in the service.
Where do we begin? There's so much to do. Let's talk to Ducky and Diane. I'm going to look at you.
I should check on that table.
You should. We're there now. Let's do it. Hey.
Can I get you two anything?
Miss Chen, here at last to relieve our suspense.
Call me Alex.
Hi.
I am Reginald McAllister III, Ducky to friends, former entrepreneur, now retired. And this young woman is Diane.
Hey there.
Nice to meet you. I didn't realize that...
That we all knew you were coming. Yes. Gabe is generous with both friendship and information.
He's been bigging you
You're
up,
from
hasn't he?
Portland, right? I moved here from DC 6 months ago. How you finding the small town thing?
She's only been there a few hours. Let's say kind of perfect. I mean, it is. The small town ethos is going to suit her, I think.
I didn't really know what to expect, but it's kind of perfect. It feels like a home.
Doesn't
I
it?
know.
Doesn't
I
it?
know. I really thought I would hate it. Then I saw the mountains, met some people, and now I'm never leaving.
Good.
Diane is a geologist, recently working as a process manager for Typhon Mining.
I'm glad there's another newbie around here, too.
Can I get you anything?
Oh, yeah, we're super hungry. I'd love a pie special with fries.
Cheeseburger with mushrooms, and my usual to drink. Jed will know what to do.
That sounds
All right, I'll go put that order in.
Thanks.
ominous. Did you notice Diane was wearing that badge with a T on it? That seems a bit weird. Oh. Okay. Why? Why? What does that mean? Oh.
Hey, Jed.
Hey, Jed.
I've got an order from Ducky and Diane.
Go ahead.
Why was that bright red? Oh, God, I can't remember what it was. What was the order? Does anybody remember what the order was? Oh, game!
One burger without mushrooms.
I can't remember the order. I didn't think I was going to have to remember that.
And?
Oh, no! Was it a pie special with fries? I can't remember.
Crap. Sorry. I think I've forgotten the order.
Go back and do it again.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Darn it.
Ducky asked for his usual?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Got
Yeah,
that bit
he's
right.
fond of a particular rye whiskey. I keep a personal bottle for him.
Yes.
Oh, that's odd. I don't see it. Oh, now wait.
What?
I bet Ducky took that bottle upstairs last night. Yeah, he and Gabe went on carousing long after closing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Serves him right if you ask me. But feel free to go upstairs and look for it. I'm sure he'd be grateful.
Ooh, now?
Oh, if you can't find it, Deputy Pike was with them. Might have some idea. He's usually in here around now. Probably arriving soon.
Oh, Game. I'm so sorry I didn't get your order correctly.
There must be something around the Black Lantern that can help me find Ducky's prized whiskey.
Undoubtedly. Let's go upstairs, as requested. The things it's got me doing. If I'm going to be any good at this game, I've got to learn to find things, and I've got to remember, apparently, when people tell me their menu orders.
Let's see if I can find Ducky's whiskey up here.
Oh man, it could be anywhere. It could be anywhere. Medals? I didn't see those last time.
What an honor to be the sister of the
Rubber
Rubber
Duck
Duck
Derby.
Derby second place finisher.
Ah ha ha ha. Cycle Tour 2016 Rubber Duck Derby. Yeah. Can we can we go upstairs now? Now will it let me go upstairs? No, it won't. Darn. Where would a bottle of whiskey be? The kitchen area? Looked at the letters. Cabinet. Yeah, this'll be it.
Might as well check in there.
Yeah, it's going to be it, Alex.
Ooh, now I know where the ramen is. No whiskey, though.
It's not going to be it. It was too easy, wasn't it, Game? You wanted to trick me. Look at the magnet.
Broadcasting
Done that.
straight from your local record store.
Yeah, we know.
Because how fucking cool is that?
Where's it going to be? Where do you hide a bottle of whiskey? Oh, there's where you hide it. In plain view.
Ducky's whiskey could be one of those.
It could be. So, search.
This all looks really fancy, but no rye whiskey.
All right. That's me out of ideas. We've looked at the comic book, we looked at the turntable, we have not looked at the sculpture.
Charlotte made this?
Wow.
Gabe
She's
mentioned
good.
She was an artist, but I didn't realize he meant, like, professionally.
That's pretty sensational, isn't it?
I could never make something so personal.
No. What a talent she has. Wondering where it's going to be because I'm running out of places to... What's that behind the... No, that's the photograph. We've looked at that. We've looked at the sculpture. It's not in the kitchen. Where's it going to be? It's not there. He's not hidden it behind his bike. It's not with the skateboard. It's nothing to do with the postcard. There's a room here. Of course there's a room. We know there's a room. Oh. Right. I am of the opinion that the whiskey is not here and that we're going to need to go downstairs and talk to the deputy to find out where it is. Do you think? Does that sound like a reasonable decision? I'm keeping an eye on the time here. I want the episodes to be about an hour
There
long.
must be something around the Black Lantern that can help me find Ducky's prized whiskey.
And obviously my introduction took a little while on the first episode because there was quite a lot to talk about.
The trails later this week?
I'm going to cover every base here.
This one's from yesterday. Hold up. It was Colonel Ducky on Gabe's couch with the bottle.
Yeah. So we've seen the bottle, we know what it looks like, but it wasn't on Gabe's couch when we went upstairs, was it? There's a bullet hole.
Damn. I wonder if the bullet's still in there.
This place is that old? Here Jack Henry shot at William Porter over 4 aces and paid with his life. 1883. Boxes of blasting
Guess
caps.
these were for mining.
Yeah. Back in the day. Excuse me, please continue to enjoy your food. I'm just looking around.
Maybe I'll see a circus one day.
Wild beast acrobats feats of
Once I'm
strength.
better with crowds.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be easy working in a restaurant, is it, if you have an argument with a customer?
Unusually personable staff. Nicely done, big bro.
What does it say? A menu of standard pub fare serviceably prepared with occasional standout specials is elevated by unusually personable staff, exceptional service and quirky patrons, creating a uniquely uplifting experience well worth the drive into remote Haven Springs, Colorado. And the food only got a 3.7, but the service got a 4.9. And that's a review in Boulder Weekend from 2017's Food and Wine edition or section. Hello. Hi, I work here now. I'm the new waitress person. Go talk to...
Shit. Now Mac's scared.
Well, yeah. You beat 7 bells out of him last time he saw
At least
you.
He's not freaking out anymore. He won't make me lose control.
Ah, so Purple is scared. I'm picking this up slowly. Very slowly. Another plaque.
Yeesh. Glad I'm not a 19th century miner.
Yeah, I've heard about those tag boards. Each miner removed his tag as he entered the mine and replaced it on the board when he'd safely exited. So you knew everybody who'd gone in had come out. Some bottles. Clean them up.
Jet asked me to clear that off.
Do it. Do something right. Oh, 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 oh.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah, what do you want?
What do you want?
Listen, what happened upstairs was fucked up, right? From both of us.
Yeah, and? What's your point?
Where are you going with this?
But Riley's headed over here. She's pretty heated. I don't think it helps to recap all the gory details, you know?
He doesn't want her to know. You want me to lie?
So you're saying you want me to lie to cover your ass?
No, just, let me handle it.
Yeah. And what's your version of events going to be, Mac?
Look, she's gonna break up with me otherwise. We've been together 4 years. She is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So please, help me out.
I don't know, man.
Shit.
Oh, we didn't get a decision for that.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my god.
Too late,
Look at
too
your
late.
face.
No, it's okay.
Don't even.
Ooh.
What were you thinking? Where's Gabe?
Oh, that went well.
Why do you give a shit?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Because my boyfriend just got into a fight with him. I swear. This is it. You better have a good explanation or we're done.
Please don't involve Alex.
It's not my fault. I just wanted to talk to the guy.
About what?
About you! About why you guys are meeting behind my back.
Tell him. It's not a secret, is it? He's going to find out sooner or later about you going to college.
So how did the fight happen?
The bastard sucker punched me. Okay, not exactly sucker punched, but he definitely started it.
Oh god. Were you there too?
Here it comes. Can you sense this? Oh, what do you do? I'm torn here. On the one hand, if she avoids further trouble by going along with it, it's going to make it sound like Gabe started it, which he didn't. If she calls out his lies, it could end the relationship with Riley, which is going to make him hate you, Alex. Do you know what? There is no winners here, are there? This is your brother. It's 2 against 1 here, isn't it? If you go along with the lie, then Riley will suffer because the person that she thinks Mac is not the person Mac is. He did start it. And also, if you go along with the lie, Gabe's going to look really bad, and Riley's going to feel bad about that in terms of Gabe and him starting the fight with Mac. Whereas if you call out Mac, then Mac's going to suffer for sure. And Riley will be perhaps sad that her relationship with Mac has ended. And Gabe will be still okay because he didn't start anything. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm calling him out.
Yeah, I was there. Mac's telling you a whole lot of bullshit.
You know what? That doesn't even surprise me anymore. So what really happened?
Oh, now you're going to have to talk about the fact you
Mac
hit him,
barged
though.
in, accused Gabe of sleeping with you, sucker punched him, and then kicked him while he was down.
Statement of fact.
What happened to Mac's face?
Oh,
I did that.
yeah.
Oh, good. It sounds like he deserved it. Thanks for telling me the truth, Alex.
Yes, Alex. We're sticking with the policy of truth.
Okay.
Are you fucking serious? I'm so embarrassed by you right now.
But are we still together?
What do you think, you fucking idiot? No.
Oh, dear. Oh, well.
Alex Chen? Assaulting Mac Loudon on your first day here, huh?
Ooh.
I'm Jason Pike, the deputy sheriff. I'm gonna have to take you in for questioning.
Are you messing with her?
Are you saying I'm under arrest?
He's messing with you. You really shouldn't do that.
See your face. Oh, jeez.
You don't know what you're messing with.
Oh, I'm only kidding. Nobody's in trouble here. Gabe and I just like to prank each other.
But she's not Gabe, is she? And she doesn't know you from Adam, does she?
I've never been pranked by a cop before.
Thanks for being a good sport. Can I buy you a drink?
Maybe. I'm working right now.
Well, I'll be at the bar. You want one, you just come by, okay?
Yeah. I think you might owe her one after that. Oh, that was, wasn't it? Didn't you think? Grr. Didn't like that. Did not like that. Anyway, what happened to those bottles that you were doing it? They've magically disappeared, those ones you were clearing up. Well done. Do you know, I've forgotten completely about finding this bottle of whiskey.
How mysterious.
On this site, Amelia Goldstein operated a bed and breakfast for 9 years. Known for its beautiful rooftop garden, she died at the age of 32 of influenza. Though married shortly before her death, the identity of her husband remains a mystery. 1889-1921. Amelia Rosam Goldstein. We like a mystery. At the moment, the mystery is, where the heck is that bottle?
Coupons for weed? What a time to be alive.
What? What? Okay, so I guess that's kind of the thing where they live. I mean, you know, something's just beyond your experience, aren't they? Pleased to say.
Haven seems pretty serious about this festival.
Tell me about it. Only 2 spots left in bread baking competition. There are only 2 spots remaining in the bread baking competition for this year's Spring Festival. This year's theme is Seeds and Nuts. Interested participants should call Isabel ASAP at... The brand prize winner last year was Peter Gowers with a garlic assago... Asago, is that? Loaf. Typhon Mining sponsors raffle for Caribbean cruise. Typhon Mining. The Spring Festival will have another raffle this year, and the big prize is a 7-day cruise in the Caribbean, away from all the blasting noises. Airfare is included. The prize was donated by Typhon Mining. Raffle proceeds in benefit the Haven Springs Firehouse and the Haven Springs Historical Preservation Society, or the HSHPS. Tickets can be purchased ahead of time at the town hall or at the festival. Dun, 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 dun. Award.
19 lives? Jed is a real hero.
Wow. Service above self. Jed Lucan for unflagging courage and outstanding devotion to duty in saving the 19 lives of his team. What was Jed before? Was he in the fire service or something? Wow. Jed's a hero. And we are no wiser about the location of the bottle of whiskey. And no one else has come in here yet. Oh. Blue. Interesting.
Haven is nice. Just wish it felt like home.
Hope we both get there soon.
Do you know she can? She can actually hear the feeling spoken out loud. How about you, Ducky? Let's try and... well, let me focus on you, because the dot is not on you, it's on Diane. What's
Sounds
the
like
notice?
Ducky knows Gabe pretty well.
It does. Let's talk to him.
Ducky, Jed thinks you took your whiskey up to Gabe's yesterday. Do you know where you might have left it?
Because it's not up there, I've looked.
I remember absolutely nothing of the night.
Really?
Maybe check your phone. Did you take any pictures? Call
Of
anyone?
the whiskey? Apart from the one that's on the wall. That's very trusting of you. Oh, Alex. The power in your hand.
Sake.
He's
How do I
got
access the photos on this thing?
26,241 messages in his mail. He's got 309 messages on Mesa or Mesa. Oh man.
Nice.
Oh dear. A bear charging at him. With his thumb half over the lens of the camera.
Poor Ducky. I shouldn't be reading this.
Yeah, but we're going to read it anyway. It has not been easy being your daughter. You cannot simply say you're lonely and expect that I will forget my first 20 years. I will think about your request. The kids are all doing well. I've shown them a picture of you. Mabel McAllister. Ducky. Not such a great dad then?
Sorry, nothing useful.
No.
Well, thanks for letting me know.
You couldn't check it yourself?
My dad was in the service.
Who said that? Wasn't you. It was a female voice. Let's look at...
Jed acts so humble. Maybe that's part of being a hero.
Yeah, maybe. What's to access here?
Damn boys, always fighting. Time to grow up.
Should have seen Gabe go at it with Dad. He's come a long way.
It's interesting. I didn't realise there was more to see when you press that. I know that now, and I'll be doing it.
Tetanus, anyone? I hope Brian's got better supplies.
Hey. Oh.
Typhon's not a bad company.
Mine. What was I saying about miners?
Oh, is that really Ryan?
Yes, I think it probably is.
Right. Yeah, that's what people keep telling me.
Hey, new miner. What are you feeling?
On the ropes.
Starting over from scratch like this? Fucking terrifying is what it is.
The way they do
You're
things
telling
is
me.
Just so, I don't know. Idiosyncratic.
Interesting.
I got written up for leaving my phone on. It wasn't even on me. But I guess it started vibrating in my locker when I was on duty.
Let's eavesdrop.
Yeah, they're sticklers about that stuff. It's a security concern.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, but it's not like the CIA or whatever. We blow the tops off mountains for a living.
What's the meaning of that?
Look, I hear you, kid. I've been jumping through Typhon's hoops since Noah built the Ark. But things are the way they are.
Sure, I know. I'm just venting. Really, I like my job.
And the Oscar goes, too. Don't fret. I'm not going to turn you in for sedition or anything.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
There's nothing new to learn.
Every gripe I have about Typhon, I'd have popped like a damn balloon by now.
Starting over from scratch like
Yes, we've
this?
seen that bit.
Fucking terrifying as well.
Interesting. A non-confident
My
miner.
extensive wilderness map reading knowledge tells me that there is a whole lot of wilderness around here.
Backcountry skiing by permit only. Trail maps available at the ranger station. For rattlesnake bites, see Ryan Lucan. For rattlesnake shots, see Jed Lucan. Haven Springs and surrounding wilderness. There's nothing there. Look at it. It's this place of... I'm guessing my estimate of the population can't have been far wrong. There looks to be like, 40 dwellings there and a main street. And you can kind of see the... we walked from one end to the other of that. And it really wasn't very big. Ballot notice. I'll look at the ballot notice. An official council meeting will be held on May 26 to decide one measure. The measure proposes selling property of no more than 20 acres to Typhon Mining for use in an open pit mine. This is that second mine they wanted to start. Both the sale profit and subsequent property taxes will be added to the overall budget of Haven Springs to be divided and spent through standard procedure. More information is available at Town Hall. Talk to a council member if you have any further concerns or questions. Well, these are the people who don't want to sell off bits more of the wilderness, aren't they?
Only
Ooh.
$45 for the chance to get mauled by a bear.
Fishing and big game hunting. We said this is a thing. 2019, quick guide. Limited license applications due by April 26, 2019, 8 p.m. at Mountain Time. Notice, and here's the charge, depending on how big you want to shoot. The prices go up. Fishing's $25, but if you want to go after bighorn sheep, we're looking at $300. And if you're under 18, the good news is you can have a youth license to shoot things and catch things. Further information, please see our website or contact Ryan Lucan, Colorado State Parks and Wildlife. Hey, Steph.
You can't be serious.
Let's look at Steph.
That looks radioactive.
It does. It's green and glowing. Don't think we can talk to you, Steph, can we? We can talk to Steph.
That's the girl from the record store.
Yes.
Steph.
Hey, Steph. No emotions to read on you at the moment. Let's check how you're doing.
Alex, right? I'm Steph.
Hey. Just seeing if you need food or anything.
Oh no, I'm good. Thanks though.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry I couldn't hang out at the record store. I've got some time now though if you want to chat.
Heck yes. No, she's busy. She's working. Oh, she's had company.
So are you, here with somebody? Or...
That's Ryan's stuff. Apparently he ditched me for Gabe.
Oh, Ryan.
They went to get first aid.
Being a hero again. Ryan's always doing that. It's a Lucan family thing.
So...
Have you heard about Jed's rescue?
I saw some stuff on the walls.
People here still talk about it. The tourism board wanted to make a movie.
I can't imagine. Alex wants an earload of Haven trivia just now.
It was a mine rescue, wasn't
Sorry,
it?
Jed.
Of course it was. Of course it was. You must have been in the mine rescue team.
He's so modest. It's ridiculous.
Tell us, Steph. Tell us. I'll get comfortable while you do it. Ah! Ask her what she's doing.
Is that record store inventory?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It's character stats. Do you know what a LARP is?
Yes. Remind me. Go on, let's do
I've
it.
heard the term before.
Live action roleplay. It's like a tabletop role-playing game, but acted out in real life.
Swords could be useful.
Foam weapons, beanbag spells. It's great.
Gabe was talking about a LARP with Ethan.
Yeah, it's next week. They're coming with me. It's their first time. I'm so excited.
You should go.
Would you ever want to join us sometime?
Yes. Yes. Do it.
Sure, I'd try it. If you and Gabe both like it, it must be super fun.
Awesome.
Although having said that, thinking about it, does it not involve pretending to have violent emotions? I hope you can tell the difference between the real thing and fake ones.
Is that your shot? What is that?
This is bedazzled kiwi schnapps. No one's ever ordered it, so Gabe's trying to get rid of it with the jukebox game.
What's a jukebox game?
It's like a short version of 20 questions. where you're trying to guess a song, guess wrong.
Yeah. And you have to take a shot.
Ryan and I were going to play. You want to take his place?
Do you know I'm going to say no?
No thanks. That shot looks a little too dazzling for me.
And you are supposed to be working.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Yeah. Let's go back to work. I mean,
I should get back to work.
You're probably thinking, oh, you should have played the jukebox game, but I want to
I've done what Jed asked me to do. I should see if he needs anything else.
Yeah. Yes. You should. Let's talk to Jed. I'm not talking to the deputy because he's
hysterical.
Really. Let's see if he's still thinking the same thing about the boys fighting. I think he will be. I don't think he's got a new emotion to show us.
Damn boys.
Yeah, he is. That's fine.
Fighting.
Okay, so we'll talk.
Are you finished up with everything you want to do?
Yeah, I couldn't find the whiskey.
Actually, not yet.
I'm saying that, but I'm not sure there's anything else we can do here. Oh, spooked patron.
Christ, she did that to that guy's face?
Ah.
Aw, I'm already making friends.
Word did get out. I am so glad. Can we speak to this guy? No, we can't. We can... Oh, that's such a shame. Does anybody else know? Please tell me they don't. It's possible they do by now. Perhaps it's spreading like a rumour. We've seen everything. I'm going to return to... We never did find the whiskey, and we're not going to find it because it's not upstairs in Gabe's, and Ducky doesn't know what the heck he did with it because Ducky was out of his mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I took care of everything you mentioned. Is there anything else you'd like me to do?
Nah, the boys should be back soon.
Splendid. Ah, on cue.
How you feeling?
Not great. Not awful.
I don't know what he did to his face,
but Alex covering for you.
It looks fine.
For real?
Part's a bit red.
We need to talk. I'll be on the rooftop, okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's enough for today.
Jed,
we'll have to train you.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Learn, if I'm honest.
Yeah, she has.
You can't keep an injured man waiting. You better go upstairs.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Go, Alex. Alex, go.
Time to talk to Gabe.
It is time to talk to Gabe. And, you know, with him saying that's enough for today, that's enough today, so that's where I'm going to be pausing the game. I'll be back with you in just a second. Okay, so I'm back. That was episode 2. We found out so much in episode 2, reading all those letters, exploring around in Gabe's former room, now belonging to Alex, whatever, meeting all those people and starting to gauge the reactions. I mean, I've managed to steer a fairly neutral course up to now by being honest, but we've just had an impact, the first major impact that Alex has had on a relationship going on in Haven Springs. But the good news was she didn't have another episode during episode 2. How long we're going to be able to maintain this, I don't know. I'm not going to say any more at this point because obviously there'll be time to reflect on this and make my notes and organise my thoughts for what we might be finding out, what's going to happen going forwards. So I'll do that then. All I want to say at this stage is thank you for watching episode 2. Hope you enjoyed what you saw, and I hope you join me for episode 3, which will be coming very soon. Thank you. Bye.